Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a full moon in Cancer reading for my dearest fellow Cancers. Now Cancer, just a quick reminder, my full moon and my new moon readings on this channel are not specifically related to love, although they certainly can be. So as a little introduction, this full moon in our sign is taking place on January 17th, and this may be one of the most emotionally challenging and healing lunations in 2022. I know it already has been for me. La Luna will be urging us to put the past to rest. This is a cosmic opportunity to purge and let go of old wounds that may have been holding us back. Pluto, associated with trauma, wounding, psychology, and shamanism, is closely linked to this moon. So finding someone you trust to unload your past onto, someone who will hold space while you shed healing tears, will be so beneficial at this time. Mercury and Venus are both retrograde, so relationships and communication may be harder, but this is a lunation where retrograde energy of pause and reflection could really serve us extremely well. All right, Cancers, so let's go ahead and see what messages come through for you for this full moon in Cancer. Messages, please, for my Cancers. Ooh, we've got an extra card in here. Messages for my dear Cancers, please, for this full moon in Cancer. Messages for my Cancers, please, for this full moon in Cancer. All right, so we've got the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. What you're leaving behind, the Nine of Swords in reverse, beautiful. What you're moving towards, the Ace of Cups in reverse. What you need to know, the Two of Pentacles. What you need to do, Wheel of Fortune. Additional messages, Eight of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Three of Swords. Okay, pretty intense energies here, Cancer. Knight of Wands. So the overall energy for my Cancers out there is to remember this feels like your energy, although it certainly can be somebody rushing towards you, somebody that wants to talk, send you a message, or wants to move a relationship along. For a lot of my Cancers, as I mentioned in the intro, this isn't, my full moon and my new moon readings aren't exactly always about love and relationships, but for this one, it feels like it certainly is, okay? With the Hierophant energy as sort of the overall energy, Taurus energy, which you may be dealing with a Taurus, or maybe you have Taurus in your chart. There's something here that's shifting and changing for you. Codes of conduct. It's about doing things differently. The Hierophant energy can also be about a divorce or separation. So again, for a lot of you, this is a loving or love relationship that is coming to an end, but it can also indicate contracts, higher institutions, higher learning, family, community, cultures, traditions, beliefs, codes of conduct, okay? So there's something here that you're departing from is what it feels like. What you're leaving behind, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So a lot of my Cancers, you guys were stuck in some sort of karmic situation. Now it could be overthinking. Maybe, it's an energy of replaying disappointment, heartache, and loss over and over again, which can sometimes keep us stuck. The Nine of Swords also in reverse tells me it's possible that you were dealing with somebody that you didn't know how to detach from. Okay, or you kind of kept going back and forth, or you guys were just sort of stuck on a karmic loop. Again, it can be a job or a relationship, really it can be anything. Now, what I see for my Cancers, what you're moving towards, and I don't want you to be scared because the Ace of Cups in reverse is a huge purge and release. And like I said, I don't know about you guys, but I know that the tears started last night. Okay, and I'm doing this on the day of the, actually, I don't even know what day it is, on the 14th. So, we're sort of in that shadow period of this full moon. But what I'm seeing here is this is going to be a huge purge and release in the heart chakra. And it's something that needs to happen. It needs to be released so that we can move forward. Now, what you need to know, the Two of Pentacles, is no matter how intense this might feel and however big this change is, for a lot of you guys, it's a big sigh of relief. They're showing me the Ten of Wands in reverse, like you're releasing what's been holding you back, all of this pressure. Spirit just wants you to know that you have what it takes to maintain balance. And also, we see this beautiful little rabbit here, doing this juggling act, but he's not alone. He has support. He has guidance. If one of these were to fall, one of these people would help him pick it up, is what I'm getting. So I do feel that you have people around you, not only in the angelic and the spiritual realms, but in the 3D as well, that will hold space for you, Cancer, as you sort of unload and unleash the past and shed these healing tears for those of you where that's necessary, right? Not everybody's going to cry about it, but a lot of us will. What you need to do, the Wheel of Fortune, is recognize that you were stuck in some sort of karmic loop, but you have the strength and the courage to learn the lessons to get out of it, and to change your behaviors, to be accountable for your part in it, but also recognize that I feel some of you were just stuck so long in either a patterned thinking or with a person who didn't honor your worth and your value, or in a job that you hated or just wasn't in alignment with you. So I'm also getting there's this huge purge and release of the throat chakra. Taurus energy rules the throat. All right, additional information for us, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Remember, we also have Mercury and Venus retrograde at this time. So it's not about taking action. We're going to, under this lunation and this energy, this pause and this reflection of the retrogrades in Venus and Mercury respectively, are going to serve us extremely well to Three of Swords, get to the heart of the matter. Take a look. Some of us, the Cancerian energy, as you guys know, is the archetype of the mother. So we're dealing with inner child wounding, taking a look at past patterns, hurt, or traumas that maybe have kept us stuck in these repeating patterns, maybe calling in partners that were a reflection of, our original guardians, things that may not have been healthy, unhealthy behaviors. There is, there's a sense of sadness in this reading, but it's also an energy of empowerment, because unfortunately, this is one of, in this deck, the Death card and the Three of Swords is so hard for me because I'm so sensitive with animals and animal images. But, this whale it's dead. The worst is over. Now it's about climbing up. We're at a choice point, a pivot point, a crisis point. The worst is over. We now know what hurts. We now know, we can see what's happened here. And now we need to just put one foot in front of the other and move forward, Cancer. And we have the tools to do that. And it's about, we're a nostalgic sign and we don't like to let go. But again, the Knight of Wands is watching this. Okay, so you may have somebody coming in, rushing in to help you. He's got this, he's got this shield here, so maybe to defend you if you're feeling alone and powerless, because I do feel that somebody's coming to your aid, but I also feel like you have the strength and the will and the courage, Cancer, to get through this. And what Spirit also wants you to know, you have wish fulfillment coming in. Jupiter in Pisces, which is another transit that we're dealing with in 2022, and over the next couple of months is also going to bless us with new beginnings and healing. We have to be very patient with this Temperance energy, but there's a divine plan here, Cancer. And the Eight of Swords, again, confirmation. You're freeing yourself from some sort of outdated karmic situation or pattern, and it's time to let go. And I feel a lot of you are going to be letting it go with tears in your eyes. It's bittersweet, but it is time. So let's see what additional messages come through for you. So we have the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, a lot of my Cancers, you're coming into this lunation, this full moon, feeling pretty drained because of the decisions that you've had to make, because of what you've been through, and yeah, because of whether this is a divorce or separation or just this big shift, there's this uncertainty. There's a feeling of giving up control, right? If you've been emotionally controlled and repressing a lot of feelings. But look what's coming to you, Ten of Cups. This is all for your highest and your greatest good. What Buddha is saying, if you knew what I knew, you wouldn't worry anymore, Cancer. Okay, so the enlightened ascended master Buddha is saying that, and I'm going to repeat it. If you knew what I knew, Cancer, you wouldn't be worried about what's happening here. All right, we get the Queen of Air. So a lot of my Cancers, you've been in, a lot of you may have been in a very sort of head over heart energy. And I do feel there's this energy of suppression, holding it together, putting a brave face to the world. And there's, in the mental body, that you're making the right decision. But I also feel that this full moon is going to allow you to purge and shed those tears because you've been so strong and you've put such a brave face to the world. And you're stepping into your power, Emperor energy. Now, some of you guys, as a result of whatever this decision is or this departure, you're calling in your divine masculine, okay, if you're the divine feminine. If you're the divine masculine, you're calling in your happiness, which may be in the form of your divine feminine. But I also see Cancers, you guys are bossing up in a huge way and taking lead and control and accountability of your life, recognizing that you are the navigator of this trip, of this journey, of this ship, okay? And Ace of Water, you have a new beginning in love that's going to make you very, very happy. And it's actually coming in quite quickly. So for those of you, whatever this is that you're leaving behind, Cancer, don't forget there's a really big silver lining here for you, a really big one. And for some of you, it's love. For others of you, it's something that you're just very passionately connected to. Something that you are, it's just a huge emotional blessing. And we see this, we see this horseshoe, and horseshoes, remember, mate for life, and it's really strong soulmate energy. So I think you also are realizing who your true friends and soul tribe are and who's got your back, Cancer. So let's see what additional messages come in. We get vulnerability. So remember, there's a true strength is in being vulnerable, but open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting, because I feel like my Cancerians, you guys have been in this sort of hard-nosed, I'm not going to take any shit from anybody. I'm making this really tough decision, and you've been holding it together. And I think you've been a force to be reckoned with, but I feel like now it's come to the point where maybe you can breathe. And when you exhale, there's this sort of unleashing of like tears and emotions, and it's a beautiful thing. For a lot of you, you are calling in a divine counterpart or coming into union with your person as well. That's sort of like the karmic justice to whatever this is that's unfolding. And we get Imrama. Yeah, so you guys have been going through a very dark night of the soul, crossing deep waters, a pilgrimage. It's been a wonder journey. All right, so again, this has been a karmic journey that's coming to an end. And a lot of my Cancers, there's this energy. I've been alone in this boat. I've been alone on this ship, and at times, I've had to weather the storm, and it's been, it's been going down. But look at this. Dolphin energy. You're guided and you're supported in this lifetime and from, in the hereafter, okay? Angels, ancestors, ascended masters. And this to me is also another nod to those of you that, that are on a soulmate or twin flame journey, because dolphins and seahorses are huge, are beautiful symbols of you meeting that person, or that person coming into your life, because now you've created the space for it, Cancer. I love this energy. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Who is going to support and guide my Cancers at this time? I'm using the beautiful Goddess Oracle, a new gift I received. Who is going to come in and guide and support us at this time, or support my Cancers? So we get Isis. Oh, yeah, Rebirth. And Isis is one bad mama, if I could say it that way. 25 breaks down to a 7, so maybe a nod to my Cancers that are born in July, but 7s are also a spiritual number. Isis is such a powerhouse, okay? And she's going to help you move through these challenging times. You're being rebirthed, Cancer. You're being put on a new path. What has been taken from you is going to be replaced with something so much better and so much more fulfilling. So trust in the mother. Trust in this rebirth and this transformation, okay? So let's go ahead and see what additional messages Spirit wants my Cancers out there to hear. You guys have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in your reading. I mean, seriously, those of you guys who have been alone for a long time, you're calling in this beautiful energy. Again, it may not be a romantic partner. It could be a friend or like a best friend, a family member, but this is the support that you really need. So we get new outlook and twin soul. So there you go, Cancers. Sometimes we cannot see things for what they are. Examine the situation from another angle to see something differently. Okay, so getting a different perspective. And twin soul. So those of you on a twin flame journey, you have incarnated in this lifetime with your divine counterpart. This complex connection is intended to strip away outdated beliefs and bring high vibration love into the world. And don't forget that. And spiritual places. Experience or retreat or other spiritual place with like-minded souls to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, so my Cancers, you guys are not alone. You've definitely been depleted of strength, okay? And I just feel like for a lot of you, yes, this may be a particular person or soulmate twin flame, but I feel in addition to that, you guys are being supported by your soul tribe. And I love this energy. I absolutely love it for you because it's exactly what we need. All right, let's pull some final messages for my Cancers. Final messages, please, for my Cancers. Perspective can help you understand this situation. Try to look through a new lens to see their point of view. So we're seeing that coming out twice. Major shift in perspective here with this full moon, Cancer. So allow yourselves to, to cry. Allow yourselves to release. Sometimes and remember in the introduction how important it was that if you trust somebody, to find somebody that will hold space while you shed these healing tears. Cancer, what I'm seeing here is sometimes, we hold stuff in because we want to guard it and we want to protect others too. But what I also see here is that you're going to see things much differently once you say it out loud, once you write it down. And it's, again, they don't have to be your therapist and they don't have to give you feedback, but just holding space. And that's going to help you get so much more perspective as well on this situation. All right. And what makes your soul sing with joy? Recapture that vitality now. Yeah, you're coming into some major happiness here, Cancer, but it's about following what your heart is saying. What makes you happiness? What makes you happy? Turn that heart light on. And take time with your loved one to reconnect your heart space. So there's definitely this heart chakra energy. For some of you, if you've been in separation from your twin flame or your soulmate, you guys may be coming together or strengthening this bond, but things needed to come apart first. For others of you, this is that trusted loved one. Okay, and for those of you that don't have that or don't want to share what you're going through with others, and that's okay too, it's about connecting with your higher self or your guides, your angels, to reconnect in your heart space. Beautiful energy for my Cancers. Thank you guys for listening. If these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. All right, you guys, love and light. Take care.